Hi, welcome to our brand new channel, Just Be Well.
This channel is about whole life wellness.
And we're going to explain exactly what that means in just a minute. Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Sult.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we are with Just Be Well. So as I said, this is our brand new channel, Just Be Well FM. FM stands for functional medicine. So I'm a medical doctor. I practice functional medicine.
I am an RN, a registered nurse, and I am also the wellness coach here at Just Be Well.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times people come to the office and they have a great diet. They have a great lifestyle, or so it appears, and yet they're coming to us because they feel terrible.
I can think of one client in particular that started off on a wellness journey on her own. She was a smoker, and she was also slightly overweight. And she was not happy with her level of exercise that she was doing on a daily basis. So she quit smoking. She started on a paleo whole foods diet, and she took up running. And she took up significant distances. She was up to half marathons. Initially, she lost weight. She started to feel great as she loved the results she was getting. Over time, she started to feel horrible.
That's terrible.
She had an exacerbation of previous health symptoms and new ones that started to arise.
Yeah, like her eczema flared, or actually it was new eczema. It was her gut issues that flared.
Yep, her irritable bowel syndrome flared up again that had been gone for years. She started to have chronic fatigue.
That's insult to injury, you know. You quit smoking, you change your diet, you improve your lifestyle overall, and your health gets worse. That's insanity.
It is.
So what else was going on in her life?
Behind the scenes, she was also working 3 different jobs. And as you're working 3 different jobs and you know you're adding all this extra time into a healthy diet, which includes shopping for healthy foods, cooking your meals, and then exercising, there's no room for those relationships that help fill us up. There is no room for rest. There's no room for relaxation. So she had added stress on top of her stress. The stress of, I need to eat a perfect diet. The stress of, I don't feel like working out today, but I have to. Even though the whole time I'm working out, I'm hating it. It is not enjoyable.
So not only that, but she didn't really change her lifestyle. She just added a bunch of stuff to her lifestyle. A real change is focusing on the difference between urgent and important, and getting rid of the urgent stuff and focusing on important stuff. So with that sort of intro, so stay to the end. You can sign up to get a free guide that'll help you understand functional medicine at a deeper level. And you'll also have the ability to jump onto some free webinars and all kinds of interesting things that we plan to be doing in the very near future. So you've just heard about our patient who improved their diet and lifestyle and had nothing but trouble because of it. And how is functional medicine different, and what is it going to do differently? Well, first of all, functional medicine is really about individualized nutritional biochemistry, individualized rebalancing of the body from the mental, emotional, spiritual domains to digestion and detoxification and so on. I want to go into detail about just one system, and that's your fight or flight system. So the autonomic nervous system is broken up into sympathetic and parasympathetic, and sympathetic is fight or flight, parasympathetic is rest and digest. And we live in a society that really has all of us in fight or flight all the time. We are all yang all the time. You know, if you think about yin and yang and all that balance business. So if you're in fight or flight, you can actually get angina. You can get heart pain from just being in sympathetic overdrive, fight or flight. But it doesn't have to get that bad. It can just reduce blood flow to your gut. If you reduce blood flow to your gut, you don't digest as well, you don't absorb as well, and you leave fermentable product or food behind in your gut. Not digesting as well means that you get functionally malnourished. You get functionally low energy because you're not absorbing your food and taking it to your gut. If you're leaving fermentable product behind, it alters your microbiome. And we now know that this teeming ecology of bacteria in your gut is critical for health. We also know that 70% of your immune system lines your gut. If you're reducing blood flow to your gut, you're reducing blood flow to your immune system. And if you're reducing blood flow to your gut, you're reducing blood flow to your liver. And if you're reducing blood flow to your liver, you're not detoxifying well. So it becomes this tornado of tightening spiral that we become less and less capable of managing. So in this patient, not all patients, but in this patient's instance, it was really about teaching her the difference between important and urgent. She was an urgency addict, and she was, had to be the best, right? So her diet had to be perfect, and her house had to be perfect, and everything had to be perfect. And she just took all of everything she was doing and just added to it. Well, it becomes the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back. You throw that last piece of straw up on the camel that's already got a mountain of straw in it, and sudden kaboom, the camel comes down. So what kinds of things did you recommend as her health and wellness coach?
She needed more balance in her life. She was taking no time for fun. The simple question of what do you do for fun came with a blank stare.
Yeah.
There was no fun. Even the exercise wasn't fun. And I think we forget that joyous movement is huge. It doesn't have to be sweating, and sweating is great, but it doesn't have to be like do or die. It can be I am in the garden and I am perspiring, but I'm enjoying the things I'm doing for exercise. She loved to clean her house, so she started to clean her house with joy. Like she thought of it as an exercise, so it became an exercise for her.
Right. So we really want to encourage joyous activity, whether it's joyous movement or joyous eating or joyous relaxation. When you're meditating and you're meditating with your eyes closed and you're kind of wiggling around, you're trying to get comfortable, and then you open one eye and look at your watch, that's really not meditating, and it's not enjoying the process, right? But we do these kinds of things because we have to. My doctor said I have to. Well, that's just not contributing to wellness. People come in and they say, oh, I hate my medicine. Well, what do you imagine the difference is between, oh, I hate my medicine, and, oh, thank God for the opportunity for this medicine? And that's really what we're talking about, is balance. And there's lots of biochemistry involved here. There's lots of sociology. There's lots of data and science, and we're going to dive into that in this channel. But please, if you're interested in this content and understand that this content goes from spirituality to digestion and elimination and everything in between, this is a big, big topic of functional medicine. If you're interested in this, please subscribe. Please hit the bell. And in the comments, there will be some opportunities to go to a website, leave your contact information so that we can invite you to free webinars, keep you updated on what we're doing, and even get you involved in future live events that we plan to do. All right, any parting thoughts?
No.
Well, that's great. We'll talk to you later.